How you guys doing? I got a treat for you today. The last set that we went over in these type of videos was definitely not the most loved, but it had a lot of positive attributes. But that was just a warm-up. For this set we're going to be going over, it's truly hated by people, so buckle in. I'm going to try to defend it. 75201, the First Order ATST. First reason as to why people don't like this set is because it doesn't have a head. And this is because BB-8 ripped it off when he was trying to operate it in the underrated Last Jedi movie. I know that movie's not the most liked, but please give it another shot. You can always fast forward the casino scene. It's not that bad. In Star Wars, the First Order ATST with a head looked like this, so I could definitely see why people wanted that in a Lego form. That would have been pretty cool. A couple people brought up the idea that you could still have it be removable, but have it connected. You could just take it off maybe with like a hinge piece, but you still have the full build if you want it. And yeah, I think that's a good idea, but you have to give this set credit. It is accurate. In the movie, it is walking around without a head, and it's not attached, so it's accurate. I don't know what to tell you guys there. The second complaint that people had is that it was overpriced. And in 2018, it retailed for $40, and it had a piece count of 370. Now, if we're accounting for inflation today, it's around like $52. Considering inflation, if we look at the piece count, today it would be around 14 cents per piece, which is really good considering that the really good value, or like the golden standard, is around like 10 cents per piece. So yes, it's definitely a little bit higher, but it has like a couple long Technic beams and bricks that kind of make up for that lower piece count. And I know nobody likes piece count anymore, but I think it still helps. Another very common one is price per gram, so let's take a look at that. I mean, it weighed around 490 grams, so if you do a little bit of math on that, it's around 11 cents per gram, when sort of the standard is like 20 cents per gram or less. And that's more for like the smaller sets, so that's really good in that department. And you're probably asking, where did I get those values of like, oh, this is the standard? Well, I kind of just looked at 5 Lonely Clones' channel. He's been posting a couple good posts about price per gram, so I was just kind of using that measurement. So not the best research in the world, but it seems pretty accurate based on what the community's been saying, so I would agree with that. Also a cheap way to get Captain Phasma, where the only other set you could really get her in was the First Order transport ship, which is a goated set, by the way. You guys should definitely pick up that set for a decent price if you can. I don't know what the aftermarket on it is, but I'm sure it's expensive. Anyway, you could tell, $40 versus $90, it's definitely a cheaper option. The pauldron's also really sick. The end of the cape is kind of rugged. It's got like a long red line, and it goes down to the legs. I mean, it's just a really cool pauldron. The Finn minifig has a really intricate hat mold on his head, and it's got the First Order logo on the top, which I think is pretty cool. And the Rose minifig is arguably even better, where it has the hat hair mold combo on top, which just look, anything with dual mold is always just so good. And we also got BB-8, so who doesn't love BB-8? Playability is also really good. A lot of people hate on the side build that it has, where you could raise or lower the platform, but I think it's just so simple, but yet so well done. I would love to just buy this separately if it was like a 5 to 10 just random side set. I just think it's that good. The ATST legs are adjustable, and there's also a knob on the back which connects to a gear system, so you could turn the head left and right. Granted, there's some tile pieces that are sort of in the way, so maybe not the best approach there. Last complaint is that people really saw this as an unnecessary set, where a lot of people compared it to the Rogue One ATST Walker, which I'll admit is a pretty amazing set. I missed out on that one. And that one came out from 2016 to 2017, and then a year later, 2018, you get the First Order one. So everyone's like, why would we buy this? We have the Rogue One already. So LEGO could have probably done a better job in spacing it out a little bit. I wouldn't go as far to say it's an unnecessary set. It's a pretty big scene in the movie, and there's not a lot of scenes with Captain Phasma, so this set perfectly kind of fits her role in that movie. Something I forgot to mention is it has some really nice stickers for detail instead of prints. Who am I kidding? This set sucks. Thank you guys for watching, and take care.